Hi, and welcome to Video Diary 7 or something. I'm sad today. Depressive. Very low energy. What did I do yesterday? Yeah, I was drinking. And then I got sad. This is exactly why you shouldn't drink. It's just that the last time I drank, I got very drunk and I was very happy. Because it was only with like a couple of people and we were just chatting and it was fun. This time there were a lot of people and a lot less distractions, I would say, and a lot more time to just get sad. And it's so difficult for me to get him out of my head once I start thinking about him. To be fair, I don't think he has ever been out of my head so far. And also, all my friends are dating and everything. I'm constantly hanging out around couples. It's fucking killing me inside, not gonna lie. Cause, my god, yesterday there was a birthday party and there were like 80, like 100 people or something in the group chat. Not 100 people showed up. But I showed up and like, when you are dating somebody, you can just show up with the person you're dating and you can just, you have each other for support. And it's just a lot less scary. Now, when we were dating, did I have that? No, because he was scared as well of social interaction. It's like, everybody has buddy, including me. And so I just need to go to all of these events alone. And like, they're my friends, but still, I'm nervous every single time I go to the usual spot, like to the usual bar. And then I get there and then I'm just surrounded by couples who are being cute and whatever, but it's just another reminder of what I fucked up, of what my mental health just couldn't do. It's so annoying because I can barely blame myself since I didn't know anything better, but I'm still blaming myself, clearly. And it's just so depressing. Also, we went to two spots yesterday. One is like the skate park, and the last time I was at the skate park, it's like a bar/skate park, by the way. Last time I was there was like an actual party, which was like a year ago. And then that was one of the times that he did go with me to like an actual clubbing thing. And then I got drunk and he was like, I want to leave. I don't like it. And I was drunk, so I didn't even realize that I was crying. But then I was crying there because of him. And he stayed for a little bit longer, but I was just so drunk. Then he left eventually. Didn't have the most fun. And I'm just realizing that all of these things, I'm just not having the most fun. And I also very much need to remind myself, I am chronically depressed. And I'm very much feeling it. Just anything that I do, I am sad. Like yesterday, at the usual bar where we went to afterwards, as like part 2 of the night, there were guys who, I don't know, were handing out compliments or something or cutting in line. They wanted to cut in line. I was like, we also need to pay for our drinks. And then they were like, here, have this compliment. And I've been just bullied a little bit badly. Not even that badly. I didn't even get bullied. Maybe I just don't trust people. But the first instinct that I had was like, oh, they don't mean that. Girl. The compliment that they gave me was, you look like someone who always brings joy to a room. And I made a friend, and she posted me on Instagram, and she took this picture. And it's just, I don't feel that joy. I was so sad yesterday. I'm still sad. I feel it in my fucking bones. And it's just, like, people liked it, the story, like, a guy that I only see occasionally at the bar, like, he liked it, like, one of the first, and I think he was also drunk. But it's like, so people agree, and I think I also showed people, like, yeah, this is a compliment, and they're like, oh yeah, that's so true. I'm like, I thought that was bringing everybody down, honestly, for quite a while. I feel like I'm always so awkward, because I don't talk that much, I don't know how to talk, I'm just kind of standing over like, I feel like I have a resting sad face, or a resting bitch face. But then people are like, oh, you bring joy to every room. I'm like, I don't feel the fucking joy. Because I'm chronically depressed, and everything that I do is just never that, like, happy or anything. Like, I can do the most fun thing ever, and then I come home, or like even during the thing, and like, it's just as if I never reached the full happiness. And it used to be that when I was drinking, I would feel the full happiness. But now I don't even fucking have that. Because I just keep on thinking about him. And I'm so jealous of her, like, his new girlfriend, because she gets to fall in love with him. And that was my happiest memories. Like, looking back on exactly 2 years ago, I was so high on life. I was so happy and peaceful. And I kind of just hate the fact that it was mostly also because of him. Because I was falling in love, and I was in such a good spot, and my entire life was just falling perfectly. And now I'm just still so heartbroken. And it feels, and I know this, it doesn't feel like it, I know this, I cannot let anything go. I cannot let a relationship go unless I burn it to the ground. Unless I just completely crash it, like, go back to it and then just tear it all up. But we're on good terms, and he has a new girl, and I don't want to have him out of my life yet. But I cannot let him go. Because I am so bad at letting things go. I'm still hungover. That was not a nice feeling, actually. I'm a little bit hungover. I should just eat more. That's like besides the point. But there's a quote, and it's like, everything that I've ever let go of has claw marks in it, and I feel that to the bones. Because that's just, I cannot let go of anything normally. I need to burn it to the ground, so they explicitly tell me to never ever come back to me. Then I'm like, oh, this is like bad and stuff. And because like my first girlfriend, she broke up with me, and then like 2 months later or something, or 3 months later, I was like, yeah, I still like you. And it's like, and then we were kind of like vague, but not really anything, for several months, because we just didn't really talk about it until eventually I was like, what the fuck are we doing? And I was like, yeah, we're never gonna do anything. And then that stopped, and I honestly also kind of stopped talking to her. Then with the other two people afterwards, they were kind of actual bad people. So, yay, at least then it's easier. Although, with the situationship, the ex-situationship, God, I just remembered that I told people yesterday about that. That's so embarrassing. It's an ex-situationship of 5 years ago. Girl, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But yeah, like, we stopped talking because he didn't believe in non-binary people, and we had like a huge kind of like fight over it. And then afterwards, I was still thinking like, oh yeah, we're still gonna just talk normally, right? This is just like one of the other fights, and then we just actually stopped talking. So, fun. And then with my ex, who is now my bestie, we ran it to the ground. Came back together and got like broke up basically like two, 3 times or something, like 2 times after we broke up. I just needed to run it absolutely to the ground, until the point where it was like, okay, I'm absolutely sobbing right now and like having a mental breakdown. It was an insensitive comment that you made, and also this is not healthy. This is not sustainable. And because like we cared more about our friends, I feel like, or our friend group, than our own messy feelings, we were like, okay, yeah, we're never gonna do this again. We're just gonna be friends, and that worked. But I haven't run this past relationship into the ground yet. So now I feel him in my bones. He's like a ghost that's just occupying my entire brain. And it's so annoying. Because like I come home and I expect him to be here. I just expect him. I kind of half still believe he's mine and he is not. Because I left him. And it almost feels like if my life was an actual sitcom, like me and my friends, we joke about it a lot of times. So if I ever, get credits for a sitcom, yeah, that's most likely inspired by my real life. Cheers. This is water, by the way. I should probably actually hide some logos because I think this might be from a specific place. What am I saying? Oh yeah, so what am I saying? I got distracted by drinking water. The sitcom thing. So if my I really hope you don't hear the drilling actually outside. Jesus fuck. Okay, it stopped. Anyways, if my life was a sitcom, honestly, with how usual sitcoms work as storylines, it feels as if the only reason, people would be saying that the only reason he currently has like a girlfriend is for plot armor, so we wouldn't get back together. Like people would be on Twitter being like, oh my god, the only reason why he has a new girlfriend is because it's plot armor and stuff. Because otherwise they would be back together already. Genuinely. And like I have a feeling that he's already over me. Good for him. But at the same time, me and Girly are so similar. Me and Girly are so similar. And she also keeps on stalking me. So like, and I keep on stalking her. But I mean, I'm the obsessive ex. I don't have a relationship to ruin, Yeah, I don't remember the last time I filmed, but oh my god, more drilling. This is a terrible time to film days. That's what feels like what's going on in my brain. If you don't hear it, it's really embarrassing. But like drilling just constantly. But the drilling is created by him. So terrible. I'm going insane. I'm absolutely going insane. Now, Girly did add to her playlist to all the girls you've lost before. So like, thank you, Girly, for appreciating all of my effort, because now he's not an alcoholic and a stoner anymore. But also like, I'm going insane. I'm actively going insane. I almost wish I could just erase my memories with him. Cause like, it's driving me insane. It's genuinely driving me insane. I do not want to be out and keep on spilling his name out to strangers on the bar and be like, yeah, this is all the shit that he does. I want to stop talking. I want to just... all this confidence training and all these years of therapy, and still, I just keep on hating myself over and over again. I just keep falling back into it. And I'm starting to believe more and more that like people's lives are better when I'm not in it. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna like myself, because I don't want to. I do actually like my life. But it just feels as if other people's lives are better, so much better off without me around it. Cause like, he's doing so much better now. And like, he got his life together without me around. And all it took was for me to leave. And my best friend who I'm back to friends with, she was living her life when I was not around. My parents seem happier now that I don't live at home anymore. God. that I can spend years and years and years in therapy, and I will spend years and years and years in therapy for things that are not my fault, for just how I grew up. And it will just not matter, because I will just keep falling back into it over and over and over again. It will just keep on being worse and worse, because I've tasted happiness now. I've tasted peace and like how it feels like to just love your life and love yourself and have everything you've ever wanted. And the fall is so much harder. The fall, I've just... It feels as if I'm completely shattered. I don't like myself nowadays. I never like myself after breakups and stuff. But I definitely don't like myself lately. In the past half a year or something. I wish he was meaner. So I could just send him a voice message being like, please just block me, because I miss you. And I'm afraid of what I'm going to text you when I'm drunk, and I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to do that to you, because your life is better without me. It's so unfair. I don't get how I bring joy to every room. Maybe it's just because I'm hiding all my feelings and I'm nicer. I also don't get how I'm nicer than everybody else. Because a lot of people just tell me, like, yeah, you're very nice. And I'm like, thanks. But I have a feeling that sometimes I think it's just kind of half of a facade, but also they don't know how unkind I am to myself. I'm so mean to myself. I'm so hard for myself. But it's so hard to believe compliments when you don't believe them yourself. When I don't feel that joy that I apparently bring into the room, how the fuck am I gonna believe that compliment then? It's so difficult. I remember when I was dating people, I didn't feel pretty on a date. That like when they would compliment me, I was really like, no. I wish somebody would be direct with me. I wish somebody. I go for these kind men. They're so kind. But I wish that somebody would just take me by the shoulders and tell me to step out of it. To tell me that this is not what I want, but they listen too well with me. One of the situation, rebounds, whatever, that I had in the past for 3 months told me that I was always so decisive. Because usually when we're in a friend group and we're organizing something, I'm the one who is like, okay guys, let's keep on track. Let's do this. And like, I don't know. People tend to give me the final say or something. And it's like, yes, I'm so decisive, but that doesn't mean that you can just disagree with me. You can just tell me no. This is not. I'm so stupid. I keep on replaying the breakup in my head at the point where he's crying and said, but I think we can work through this. And I was like, I don't think we can. And it's because of me. Because I'm stupid. If my life was a sitcom, this would be the most pathetic season ever. Because I have everything. And still, I am so sad. because of a guy that I broke up with. It would be so pathetic. Maybe I should write a story. Just putting just a self-insert, just writing out all my feelings within a story to help me cope. I don't want to talk to anyone today because I'm feeling really sad, or just the whole thing of being avoidant. I don't know how to do this. It's so annoying because I want to give up. I wouldn't even know what giving up looks like because I still want to be alive. But I just want to give up with trying and improving and being a good person, I guess. I don't know. I do not know what giving up would look like. There is no giving up. I'm so tired of needing to improve myself in order to be a little bit less sad. But it's so difficult. It's not my fucking fault. It's just the way that I grew up. But it still feels as if I'm being punished for it. It's still my actions. Subconsciously. I looked up our birth charts yesterday, which I have already done a million times. And there's only one challenging aspect, and everything else is positive. And the one challenging thing is that maybe at key moments, it will be split up, or something, and then the moon person, which was me, it doesn't see a future in it, basically. And it's exactly what happened, and I'm just so afraid that I lost the love of my life. Because of my own actions. And now he's dating somebody who's so similar to me. And I wish I could do that too. I wish I could just find a copy of him. But that doesn't mean that I'm over him. Shouldn't get drunk anymore. Shouldn't be hungover anymore. Because this is terrible. And at the same time, I want to be drunk, so in my head, I'm like, oh, if I drink more, I will stop thinking about him. But the more I drink, the more I think about him. And every single time in the last couple of months, one key thing has been that I say things too late, or a little bit too late, I go up to people a little bit too late, and then we have a great couple of days, and then I need to leave, which is the whole point. And then everybody's like, oh, you should have gone up to me earlier and stuff. Mind you, they never are oh, but what if whenever say you could have also gone up to me, and then they're like, no. It's bitch, the fuck. Anyways, but then they're always like, yeah, you should have just been bolder, come earlier to me and stuff, talk. Don't think I should take that as a lesson to send him a message. I think I should have just leave him alone. I think I should just block him on everything instead of stalking him. But I can't, because I am still not letting him go. Mind you, the man still follows me on everything, and I do not know if that's passive or is he also still holding space out for me. I wish I could read his mind. I almost could. When we were dating. And I miss him. I miss him in my bones. I miss him everything. I miss him everywhere. I fucking hate this. Oh my god. Never lose the love of your life. What the fuck? I'm having a terrible fucking time. I'm beginning to hate myself again. And I think I'm pretty cool. Well, I used to think I'm pretty cool. That was like last week that I thought I was pretty cool. And now just like every single time when I hang out with people and I say things, I'm like, oh, why would I say that? Oh, why am I doing what? I think it's time for me to turn religious. I am so serious about that. I say that as if I'm not already baptized. But I'm so serious about that. I think it's time for me to actively pray to God. Or just, see, I'm too nice. I don't want to blame God. Why is it that I'm so nice to everybody else except for me? Why is it that I cannot or allow to blame anybody else except for me? Why do I always blame myself? In everything. Yeah, okay, it's also my fault. But like, I can just blame God. That's what everybody does, and then they seek hope from him. Why am I not allowing myself to blame him? Because I want to be on good terms with him. I feel guilty. I feel guilty if I'm mean to him. He's just a man. You know, he's my bro. What am I saying? Please let him come back to me. Or somebody better. But I don't think I don't see. That's the thing. I also saw a TikTok where it's like, yeah, you are unable to move on because you have low self-esteem because you think that there's not anybody else better out for you. And it's like, yeah, okay, what if there isn't? He's a great guy. That's why she's also falling in love with him. He is genuinely really, really nice. I'm going insane. Absolutely batshit insane. Hopefully tomorrow it will be better. But also I have so much homework to do that I'm driving myself insane with that as well. Welcome to live updates with Saul, where she's losing her mind more and more. Can't wait for in like half a year where I have diary entries, video diaries where it's like, yay, I'm happy. And you can actually see myself being happy. And I stop filming these with like outrun makeup on my eye, which makes me look even worse. I bring so much joy to this YouTube channel. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can someone bring joy to my life? Please. Okay, bye bye guys.